So if you're thinking about moving to being lead developer or manager, think twice. And I make this very quick video to give you very concrete reasons why it may not be the perfect solution for you. For most, it wouldn't be. For most engineers, growing this way would be disastrous. Why? I'll tell you in a second. And I wouldn't be telling you about typical faang thing because, they have this artificial gradation, like developer level 1, 2, 7, 24, 99, whatever. It's made only to give you false feeling of growth where there isn't any. There isn't any. In most of the other companies, you have very simple system. You start as a junior, entry, or intern, then you're middle or just software developer. Then you go to something like senior developer or lead. And then from lead, you can go to maybe manager, head of, VP of engineering, CTO, whatever. Around senior, maybe you have something like principal, maybe like architect. They're two different journeys. And for most people I saw over the years working that, going towards lead wasn't actually working. And let's try to figure out why. I'm lead. I'm actually head of software development in the current company. I spent 20 years as a software developer, over 20 years, over 10 in kind of managerial role. So I tried different things and it worked for me, but it's not always perfect. I'll come back to that. Let's start with the numbers. If I look now on Glassdoor, today's 2024, if you look what lead developers in UK are taking, is between 47 and 70k compared to senior developers across the whole market, all locations, 51 to 79. So why people actually are choosing something which is less rewarded? Because it comes with a kind of status and with the responsibilities. And people think this is the nice way to grow, and they will be growing in the soft skills, not in technical skills, but in soft skills. But the work will be totally different. They will have to focus more on the meetings, pairing with the third parties, spending more time with consumer, creating environment, doing a lot of paperwork. And to be honest, a lot of my work now is attending to the meetings, is doing the paperwork, cleaning the way for my team. I don't have a benefit or luxury of spending too much time on the code. And that makes me envious because as an engineer, I love coding. I love doing new things, but I have to delegate them. Not everyone feels comfortable with that. And you may struggle because you will see the coolest things you have to give away. When you're senior or principal, you have this benefit that you are still on the code. You can specialize, you can mentor people, but you are still hands on the code. You're still creating stuff. Where as a lead, you're getting that less and less. I'm in very good position that we are a small organization in some ways, that we're working like a startup. We don't have many people who are not doing actual work. Most everyone is actually doing some work. So as a head of, I have benefit of doing the code. But it's not typical across the board. We have a PMs who are doing actual releases, actual changes, configuration sometimes in the code, which is very unique across the market. It doesn't happen. Normally, if you move to the lead position, you just leave your VS Code, JetBrains, Vim, whatever you're using, and you start working with Monday.com, Notion, Jira, Outlook, Zoom, Teams, if your company is miserable. It's not the same work. And that's I see so many people, my colleagues who are amazing developers, falling apart and burning out because it's just not for them. So have a thought. If creating things, if coding is your thing, don't go towards leadership. Spend time and your effort where you're strong. Learn new tech, learn AI, learn new languages, learn new frameworks, whatever. Teach, spend your time building some skill set in your team by teaching, by mentoring. You'll be growing, you'll be becoming more and more useful for your employer because you will be scaling your abilities. If you are moving from purely technical background to leadership background, you have to learn new things. And to be honest, in the beginning, I was rubbish lead. I was rubbish manager. I had to spend this decade to learn to the level where I am now. And most of people are doing the same. So if you don't have that background, it may not be for you. You may be far better off staying as an amazing engineer, as I believe many of you, most of you are. Stay tuned. I need to go back to the meetings. Take care.